Have you ever, been in a really high-end retail store or a fancy restaurant and caught yourself just looking up at the ceiling?
Oh, trying to figure out where the music is actually coming from.
Right. You hear this rich, seamless sound, but there's just no bulky speaker anywhere in sight.
Yeah, I mean, it takes some serious engineering to make an audio system practically disappear into the architecture, right? While still filling a massive room.
Exactly. And so today's mission is to unpack exactly what makes a commercial-grade audio solution tick. We're doing a deep dive into the specs of the Kramer Galil 8C.
Which is an 8-inch, two-way, closed-back ceiling speaker, just for context.
Right, and our roadmap for this is an HDTVSupply product listing. It details the hardware capabilities, the build materials, and, even some customer feedback.
Well, let's start with how this hardware actually generates that sound, because the listing highlights a two-way coaxial design.
Okay, break that down for us.
Sure. So it's an 8-inch polypropylene woofer with a rubber surround, and that's paired with a 1-inch silk dome tweeter.
Oh, so because it's a coaxial design, that tweeter sits, dead center inside the woofer.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of like a perfectly balanced musical duet, right? Instead of the high notes coming from one side of a speaker box and the lows from the other, it all originates from the exact same point in the ceiling.
Which is crucial for keeping the audio aligned no matter where you're standing below. And that single point of origin helps deliver a frequency response from 65 hertz all the way up to 20 kilohertz.
Wow, so you get the deep foundational bass from the woofer.
Right, without sacrificing the crisp, delicate, high frequencies that the silk dome tweeter handles. It creates a really full spectrum of sound from just one compact footprint.
Okay, makes sense. Now, the listing also mentions 64 watts RMS and 180 watts of continuous program capability.
Yeah, the power specs.
Right, and RMS is basically the speaker's comfortable cruising speed, right?
Yeah.
Like 64 watts of constant everyday power.
Exactly. While that 180-watt peak means it can handle a sudden loud burst of audio without just blowing out.
But wait, hold on a second. I'm seeing another power feature here called a multi-tap power transformer with, I think it says 70-volt or 100-volt settings.
Right, the transformer.
I mean, when I wired my living room, I just ran basic speaker wire from the amp to the speaker and, called it a day. Why do you need to fiddle with a 70-volt transformer for a ceiling install?
Well, in a standard home theater, you actually can just bypass that transformer for a traditional 8-ohm setup.
Oh, okay.
But commercial spaces operate on a totally different scale. I mean, imagine you have 30 speakers spread across a massive hotel lobby.
That is a lot of wire.
Yeah, and if you just daisy-chain standard speakers together using basic wire, the electrical resistance would drop so low it could literally fry your amplifier.
Yikes.
Or, the audio signal would just degrade terribly by the time it reached the very last speaker.
Oh, I see. So the 70-volt transformer solves that electrical problem of running wire across a massive lobby. It balances the power draw so the audio stays pristine from the first speaker to the last.
Exactly, it's all about adaptability. But then, putting dozens of speakers into a commercial ceiling introduces a totally different problem.
Which is?
Strict building codes and fire safety. The physical specs really reflect that reality. You need a 10.75-inch cutout and an 8.9-inch mounting depth just to house its ABS bezel, the aluminum grill, and the solid metal back can.
And the listing emphasizes two specific certifications for that housing, right?
Yeah.
It's UL 1480 and 2043 listed, but those aren't just arbitrary letters.
Not at all. See, above drop ceilings, you often have plenum spaces where oxygen rushes through the building's AC system.
Okay.
If a speaker shorts out, that metal back can we just mentioned actually contains the spark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it ensures the hardware doesn't ignite the rushing oxygen and spread fire throughout the whole building.
So it's literally a firewall for your audio system. That is wild.
It really is. And for the complete package, you're looking at a pair of these commercial-grade speakers, complete with the ceiling mounting kit, currently discounted on HDTVSupply from $409 down to $327.
And buying from a specialized vendor like that comes with a safety net, too. The customer reviews highlight their solid support team.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like one buyer specifically called out an employee named Rachel who proactively caught an ordering error and fixed it before the shipment even went out.
Which is a really nice operational bonus when you're managing complex commercial installs.
Definitely. So what does this all mean for you? Well, the next time you are in a quiet high-end boutique, don't just listen to the music. Notice how it makes you behave.
Because all that hidden engineering.
Right, the voltage math, the fire-rated metal backhands, they aren't just there to sound pretty. They're meticulously designed to make you linger longer and spend more, all without you ever realizing it.